Good one. It's Cryptick eSports / gaming, whatever they are, up against Bulldog eSports. It's going to be a barnstormer, and I'm happy to be doing it with you, Brody. So let's go. Starting off on Arden's Forest. The first hard point is going to be Cave, and Johnny W is going to be the first man in.
Yeah, going to push with the PPSH now. First points, though, go in the way of Cryptick. Oh, he is trying to contest. It's going to get that kill as well. Still more kills to be made, though. It's going to be Gizmo from the half wall, and Disarray joining him now. And there we see now on your screens, guys, Disarray doing a push bumper. And some pressure coming in here from Cryptick as they do hold the hill. And they're now starting to get some time on the board. They need to start thinking about rotations very soon, though. As soon as they hit that 20-point mark, they get the spawns. That's what Disarray is doing right now, guys. Going around the side, going to fire, put some pressure on, and think about those spawns.
Ooh, okay, unlucky. A gunfight lost there by Gizmo inside the hill. Genesis just going to hold this one down for a while as Hallie gives some pressure, just to make sure they don't give up any scrap time. Don't want to give a lead to Bulldog. We know how well they can snowball when they start rolling. Johnny W, though, on the rotation in the ruins, getting the cutoff. He's just going to be holding this one until he finds any more Bulldog players pressuring him, which is going to be the case as Kez is up top inside the hard point, and Gizmo's going to shut that one down as Hallie goes back and gets Genesis also.
Yeah, so here we see Bulldog starting to gain some time. No, so it's Cryptick again. It's like around, so no. But it is going to be Cryptick on the hill, and now actually Bulldog gaining the hill there. Kez has taken this ruins hill. It's going to be an incredibly hard hill to retake. They need to start making some kills now. Hallie coming in with one, Disarray gets another. Genesis trades out, but it's not going to be enough. Gizmo, Iviano is the last one left up. He is going to fall, and on these last 30 seconds should go to Cryptick here. As I feel like Bulldog might rotate. That is exactly what they're going to do. They're going to put one player on the rotation, and he's going to have a lot of resistance against him. 3 Cryptick players all around him. Will he come out on top? Yes, he will.
So it's Disarray, though, the last man of those 3 Cryptic players you mentioned. Not going to be able to come out on top of that one. Kevin and Iviano just going to be the ones to shut that one down. This bunker hard point now going to be the important game changer. Cryptic are currently out of control of it. They've just had the remaining control of ruins, and now they're looking to get into this one. Oh, it's a big kill from Gizmo in the middle of the map as well. That is going to break the back of the spawns and allow Cryptic an entry point as Disarray manages to find one. Gizmo's got to get down, though, as he's being challenged from the back by Keza, I believe that is. Some nice shots coming in, and Disarray got his assist. So it's a nice setup now coming in from the hard point. It's all on Cryptic to try and put the break in here, and Iviano goes down in hill, and that's going to be Hallie with the break. That is a perfectly orchestrated break there from Cryptic, coming around the back and pinching in from the front as well, just assaulting the pressure away and backing it up, just putting a big barrier in, saying no, this is our hard point and you're not coming in.
Yeah, so good play there by Cryptic. Bold and strong to gain the kills there. And not only to Cryptic gain the remainder of that time, they're now looking at the next hill. Keza, though, on your screens right now, is looking to contest that. Does not want to give Cryptic any room to breathe. They have a massive lead right now, so Bulldog need to come back in this one. Otherwise, we'll see them at a deficit. And that is not a sentence I would have said last year when we saw Bulldog ahead of the game by miles. They were 3-0 in OPN, right? And here they're facing, I guess, a new challenger for that #1 seed. Cryptic definitely cementing their place among the top teams, and here we see them continuing to do that. Gizmo and Disarray absolutely shredding the opposition right now, and the time is starting to go in their favour. This is starting to get a little bit out of hand.
Exactly right, Brody. Gizmo there on the right-hand side of the map, though, is just shredding out the anchor spots and different people, but Killicious and Genesis are coming inside the hill. They've got some pressure to apply, and there's certainly some resistance to try and stop it as well. It's going to be coming around the left. Gizmo's going to be spotted out by 2 of them. Can he get a second? Killicious going in for the second. It's an even trade as Johnny W falls. Hallie is still hanging about, but hill control now back in favour of Bulldog for the remaining of the 8 seconds. Johnny W's got to push in, though, to get control of the next hard point, and that is exactly what he's going to do with Disarray in tow. There is plenty of pressure, though, for this cave hardpoint, and once again it's Bulldog who's got the early control.
Yeah, so Bulldog here, they are pushed out of the hill. Alex here, Cryptic gaining a lot of time off this hill, and they're going to continue to do so for as long as Hallie is in the position. He is sitting around, he's not letting any players get close. Actually going to turn around here to deal with some players coming. It is get Killicious, and I think Killicious might actually be able to get the kill here as well. So yeah, he will. Iviano with So this is a good break here from Bulldog. There we go. So they are going to get the remainder of the time. However, we're going to start thinking about rotations now. And who's going to come out on top of that? Well, for now, it looks like Cryptick actually going to be very important gunfights going down because Keza right now has to deal with 2 players in a pincer movement. We'll see which ones he can get.
Yeah, Keza not in a good place there, like you say, a rock in a hard place, and it's all over this for Cryptick. Gizmo is sitting on top of this new hard point, awaiting the arrival of these Bulldog players, and he's going to find it in full force as Genesis is barreling in at an alarming pace. Genesis is not going to find the kill. Disarray and Johnny W are going to combine for 3 dead there, and that is a big reset. It's going to push Keza and company back into this spawn, allow Gizmo to soak up more time on this hard point, extending their lead, which is already blowing up to be even more than it is, and Disarray isn't going to let it stop there, as he's going to feel some more pressure coming from the mid-cut and the form of Iviano.
Oh, Iviano, he keeps on getting 2 pieces. Bulldog in this right now, absolutely shredding the other team. His team scoreline isn't really showing it either. Bad for him. This scoreline is not representative of his gameplay right now. Genesis, though, on the other hand, we have him at 8 and 15, right? Genesis is a player, when he came back to the Bulldog roster, when they dropped Felon back for Genesis, everyone thought maybe Bulldog could come back into this as the #1 team because Genesis is a sick player, right? Here, though, I don't know, underperforming, I think, to an extent, really. 9 and 15, not the kind of performance you want to see out of Genesis, especially when he was a player that often we talk about potentially being MVP during Infinite Warfare. So maybe struggling with the transition to boots a little bit, who knows, but right now, struggling in this game, definitely.
Yeah, we've seen some good performances out of Genesis over the course of this tournament, though, so we know it might just be a one-off game for him. Halley, however, has got streaks, and he's about to pull this flamethrower out to defend this bunker hardpoint because he feels like the pressure might be coming. His team are all up in support, though, as Disarray does fall to a grenade from Kalicious, but it's alright because Gizmo's going to trade that one back out on Keza. This lead now is extending, and it is nearly just about to be, in fact, 100 points. Gizmo's at the cave side, but he's going to fall, and there is the pressure. It's coming in. He's going to burn one. That's going to be Genesis. No more going to be for him as he gets shot, I believe, through the wall by Iviano there. Not too sure about that one, but that was a nice shot either way, and a way to stop him from getting off with that flamethrower there.
Yeah, so Bulldog going to release going to ensure here that then and put it within 100, but it's such an astounding lead here, and it's going to continue to grow. I believe they might be on the position. Here's the final pilot, I believe, from Halley. I presume actually not going to be Halley's streak. It's going to be Johnny W's. I didn't even realize he had streaks. He's 20 and 19. It's weird to think that Johnny W has streaks, but still does have a glide bomb and a fight and a flamethrower to work with, just as Halley does. So. Cryptick here in a brilliant position to close this one out. They only need 50 points. They still only 35 on this hill, so they will go to the next hill regardless, but they're trying their best to make sure they close it out. And Bulldog right now really, really struggling in this one. They're getting outslayed, and they're definitely feeling it. Man, this is so tough to watch. And there's a 4-man wipe. Actually, 4-man wipe because Johnny W is killed by his teammate. But it doesn't matter that much. It's still going to be a Cryptic hold, I believe.
Yeah, Genesis still struggling to find his feet in this game. He's at 11 and 23. Last time we were on him, he was 10 and 16, so he's died a lot since then and only managed to find one more entry into this game. Nothing is going his way right now. He's being completely outshone by Disarray with the assault rifle. Nothing is going his way at all. You see here he's being pinched out, and Halley's got him pinned into a position that he does not like at all. Halley loves it, though, because he's able to tear his head clean off, and in comes the glide bomb from Halley as well. Going to be going down towards this hard point. He's probably going to find a kill on Kalicious there. Yes, of course he is. He's going to turn the corner. Is he going to find Iviano? No, he is not. So Iviano kind of pulling the weight for the team right now. 31 kills for him. He is going absolutely nuts, but it's still not enough to stop the wrath of Cryptick. They are just all over the map right now. There is nothing that they can do. Their setups are, like we said before, are completely impregnable, completely impenetrable. Gizmo is even so on point that he's one-tapping his teammates. There's nothing more that Bulldog can do about this one, and it looks like Cryptick are about to close it out here.
Yeah, this could be all she wrote with 5 seconds left. Expect from Bulldog. They reach 111 points in hardpoint compared to Cryptick's 250. And again, I can't even stress, that is not Bulldog. That is not the same Bulldog that we come to know and love over the past year, where they won, what, 5 majors last year? It was pretty crazy, and I think it might be more than that, actually. I think they won every single one they were in. That right there, that is not a performance of a roster that was winning pretty much everything they entered last year.
Yeah, Cryptick completely shut them out there. They look to be a shell of what they used to be. Bulldog not having the best performance there. Hopefully, though, S&D is a pretty comfortable game mode for them. We saw them eliminate Divide on that earlier. But so let's see if they can pull up back a similar kind of performance. I have perfect faith that they have the ability to do that. I'm sure you do too. But Cryptick really showing their mettle there in that first map. That is a fantastic showing from them. Johnny W and Alex Halley both great games all round. That way.
They're going from blue and red to yellow. Nice.
And then Cryptick's also going to do a reversal and go blue and red as well. So
I mean, you can have words of reason.
Yeah, I'll have to talk to IHNK. I'll have to talk to IHNK about that one. We'll sort that one out. Right, anyway, I'm going to hop on board with Genesis off the start after having a rough hard point. We're going to have to see if he can turn it around and search and destroy. He's going to be up against Halley. Halley has still got that sniper rifle in hand, I believe, because he's still sitting up top in that position we saw him fighting against OBN against Henry. Let's see what he's got. Indeed, he has got that sniper rifle in his hands, and he is making his way around to look towards posturing with Johnny W on this A site. Let's see what he can do from this position.
Yeah, Halley was doing some free running there, running to second there, Viano. Johnny W being forced to dip out. He knows he can't peek it now. It's going to be Kalicious peeking up as well. Johnny W here. And this is the same thing we saw earlier from OBN, where Johnny W, OBN were just sitting back. They couldn't push the A-bomb site because they knew that Cryptick had it. Now Cryptick are actually feeling exactly what OBN were feeling early on. So this is not nice. Johnny W, there we go. He falls. Now Gizmo and Disarray in the 2 versus 4 situation. Can they do this? They need to get the pick very, very quickly. Oh, Disarray here. Oh, Disarray got... Viano does get one. There he falls. That's a round.
Thought Disarray had potentially got by one of them there. Just had a shot in the leg. Not going to be enough to finish him off initially, but just comes around the back. It's Kalicious. Just going to get one straight in the back of him, and that is a 3-man round. So three men survive for Bulldog. Cryptick lose their first round of Search and Destroy, and Cryptick take their first. So let's figure out what's going to happen next, as the team names obviously switch around. I'm sorry, I apologise about that one, guys.
I'll take the blame on that.
It's alright. Gizmo, though, we're going to hop on board with him, as he tends to go aggressive on this A site here, kind of holds towards the right-hand side of the door. So we're going to hold with him and see what he can do. Can he push any aggression in? Is he going to be able to stop this A-bomb site from falling? It does look to be the case. Kalicious is right below him, and he doesn't quite see it. He also doesn't see Iviano, who's literally in plain sight. Iviano, though, with the sniper rifle, does manage to pick up that kill onto Gizmo. So, good first blood, and he's done that 2 rounds in a row now as well, I believe.
Yeah, I saw Iviano from a mile off there as soon as I saw him out on the... but it is now going to be a 4 versus 2 situation. They are on the defense, so they have to, technically speaking, wait until Bulldog put the bomb down. And it is down, so they can't rely on that now. Oh, the snipe from Halley and Disarray. Now it's a 2 versus 2, so they've made the situation a little bit more bearable. Halley and Disarray, they've still got to get both kills and the bomb defusal. And there's Kessa as well, so now this has turned into a 1 versus 2. It's Genesis, has spot Disarray, doesn't actually win the gunfight here. So now he's just got to defend the bomb site. This is so hard for him. Are they going to jump on the bomb, I wonder? And it would appear that Halley is doing exactly that. Here's the shot. Does get the kill, so 14 seconds to work with. Genesis just got to survive. Not going to happen.
Can he get the bomb?
Is he going to get the bomb? Yes, he is. What a round from Halley and Disarray there. A 2 versus 4 situation. They work it perfectly. Bulldog cannot win the round. And that was brilliantly played from Cryptick.
That was a cracking play. I mean, that second snipe from Ali to get themselves into that round, and Disarray finding that first kill on Iviano, neutralising the enemy sniper, was a huge thing. But with the main thing that swung that round was Halley pushing in down low into the checkout room and managing to find Keza in the back. That was massive. I don't really know what Keza was watching there, but knowing that Halley was on the other side, potentially looking for Disarray himself, but that gives Cryptick their first round and puts them both on the board.
Yeah, so as a on the board for Cryptick. So now we're staying on board with Keza as he stays down low. The bomb not pushing just yet. Again, they're being very cautious. Cryptick. They don't want to give too much away to the Bulldog side. Keza here could push a little bit too far forward. Johnny W. Oh, I thought Johnny W was going to peek in there.
Johnny W does look to be getting a bit aggressive though, and he has spotted Keza. This is the sort of thing that you want to see outside of Cryptick, just waiting for the aggression from Bulldog. Bulldog are going to go for it at some point. They need the picks, and this is exactly what's happening. Killicious though does manage to find a response. He has a rebuttal, and I believe Keza's just been spotted again, and that's it. That's the same thing I was just talking about. Going for those aggressive peaks. Obviously he knows that the bomb's been planted, but was that really a necessary peak when your teammate's on the other side of the map? I'm not too sure. But Killicious, let's see what he can do. He's got a nice position. None of them are expecting this sort of position from him. They may be adjusting for it now, but he's not going to find the second just below him in time. So that was beautiful plays there, giving Cryptick their second round.
Yeah, so there we go, Cryptick. 1-0 up in the series, now looking to extend their lead here. 2-1 up in the... Johnny W there. Mistakes from Bulldog, it would seem. It's not something, again, we expected to be saying, but nevertheless, here we are. Now we're going to jump on board with Genesis off the start. Currently 1-2. So again, quite an average start from Genesis. Didn't have a good one in a hard point. He needs to start pulling something off here if his team wants to win this series. And of course, the grand finals and the tournament. So Bomb pushing towards B. He has definitely been spotted by Gizmo. Johnny W also firing nades through. Is going to get hit. And Genesis can't put the bomb down yet. Needs his first blood to be made from his teammate. And Halley elsewhere is going to get vicious here. So the situation for Bulldog going to be made even harder here. Disarray, another one as well. So Iviano and Genesis, 2 versus 4 situation. We saw Halley and Disarray do it earlier on. Can Iviano and Genesis do it?
I think it's a possibility. We know the caliber of this Bulldog roster. We know Genesis and Iviano are both 2 fantastic players who have more than enough skill and ability to make this one work. However, I think, oh my lord, Halley just whiffs that one shot. Johnny W almost gets punished as well. Genesis can't make it out with his life. That's so unfortunate for Genesis. He had 2 opportunities there, and so did Iviano. It's just not making the most of those opportunities. You've got to finish those kind of kills, man. Obviously, the Halley one was a difficult one to find, but that one that was on Johnny W is one of those ones that you need to finish, man. It's one of those ones that you've got when you got your SMG. You've still got those bullets left in it. You should be really finishing that one off. So, unlucky from Genesis there to not pick up any of the kills in that round. That could have evened the odds significantly with those 2 kills, but it does give Cryptick a 3-1 advantage now in this Search and Destroy, bringing them a bit further forward, and Halley has been instrumental with the sniper, so let's find out what he's doing so right.
Yeah, he's just going to be watching this B long side, and you can't really do anything when Halley's doing this right. Cannot push B defensively. They could have put the bomb down B and probably get away with it the whole round. Literally just have someone watching flank, put the bomb down B, they'd be grieving for the round, and Halley's being instrumental in that kind of play. Johnny W though, elsewhere here, is there streaks on the map?
I believe that was a glide bomb. I don't know who it's coming in from.
Disarray.
Disarray? Yeah.
Disarray.
He's working on the mortar strike as well. He's literally a kill off of getting that one. So he knows there's another one in there. He's going to go ahead and challenge. He wanted that mortar strike so badly, but he wasn't able to get it. But Gizmo does manage to trade it out, which is the important factor there. So this round is still looking okay for Cryptick, even though it is not in their favour directly. It's still looking alright for them. It's a manageable situation, and Gizmo's going to go ahead and give themselves that extra bit of opportunity by putting the bomb down, just to apply the pressure on Bulldog that little bit more, give them a time constraint, and pepper Killicious with some bullets as well.
Yeah, so Gizmo here, just don't play it around, and Halley with a IP. In the 1 versus 2 situation, Genesis and Co know what to do, and Killicious gets him with the machine pistol from far out. There's the round for Bulldog, and there they can calm down a little bit now. So 3-2, a little bit more manageable of a situation. I think from 4-1, they would have been in trouble.
Yeah, definitely. 4-1 is one of those scorelines that's a little bit more difficult to come back from. Sure, it's only 3 rounds if you think about it that way, but when it's such a daunting scoreline, you're only 1 off getting that map point, it is one of those ones that's just like, oh, we need to bring something out of it here. So 3-2 is a little bit less daunting if you're on Bulldog, and Genesis are having a good round there, and finding just to find 2 in that round to bring himself even. Needs a little bit more from Keza though. Let's hop on board with him to see what he's going to be bringing to this round.
Yeah, and again, Kez is one of those players, man, that we talk about how talented this guy is, how he can go off. He's just really struggling this one, just can't find his footing whatsoever. 1-5 now after dying to Disarray there. And Disarray, on the other hand, 7-2. This guy is having one hell of a game so far. Still has a fire pilot to work with as well. Has used the glide bomb, didn't get anything with it in the prior round. So here, Cryptick, very, very comfortable. And with Disarray playing like this, no wonder. Genesis, though, on your screens, guys, having some trouble in the mid, has been naded, hit markets, just waiting for a push. They cannot find an opening for this plant. That's the key thing here. Bulldog, they really are just waiting for Cryptick player to push, and that's not a good viable strategy. There is not going to be a push from Cryptick here, and if anything, Hallie's just going to exploit that with the sniper.
Exactly right. He's just going to sit back, play it passive, no aggression coming out from Cryptick here. It's an interesting change of pace, and it's a very dangerous dynamic for Bulldog to get lured into, which is exactly what they've done. And Cryptick clean them up without any effort being expended at all. Look at this here from Disarray. He knows exactly where he is. He's just going to hop right below him, shoot him straight in the back. He heard him go the whole way, or maybe got some information from a teammate. That is expertly played there from Cryptick. They've been playing aggressive off the bat initially. They saw that Disarray got that initial kill, playing quite aggressively in the enemy's control room. So important that they just backed off of that one, got the control, and played nice and passive. They just walked into Hallie's crosshair, and from that point, the round was over.
Here and again, we're going to see Hallie on your screens, guys. Cryptick back on the offense, and they need a first pick before they move. Is it going to be Iviano? Pick Iviano falls once more. A 3 versus 4 situation for Bulldog on the defense now. Kalicious, Keza, and Genesis, and this is not a manageable situation for them right now. They need kit, and whether or not Cryptick will get it, who knows? Hallie surely going to get. Genesis actually whiffs a shot, and that's so unlike Hallie. Hallie's been on point all game long, 7 and 4, hitting every single shot he's tried, and finally he misses one. But the bomb is down, so the situation here is starting to get better actually for Bulldog, and Hallie's left up in a 1 versus 3.
But he's got a nice angle, and he's got a good angle to play the rest of the round off. If the nade's going to go in, it's going to force Keza off the bomb for a second, make him sit up. He's seeing Kalicious' head. It's not going to be enough. Oh, imagine if Hallie would have just hit that one shot. He could have provided an avenue for his teammate that stopped Genesis getting those 2 central kills in the round. Instead, Hallie whiffs that one shot, manages to find one on the guy on the bomb, but that is about it. He had a nice angle, good positioning, and the element of surprise as well, but yet couldn't make anything of it as he just comes up and manages to find Kalicious sitting on a head glitch, waiting for him with licking his lips and ready for that one kill.
Yeah, so Bulldog, I think, really got off lightly there. In a good position whatsoever. Hallie, I think missing that snipe actually kind of won them the round, so very, very lucky there, Bulldog. They're still in this one, only 1 round behind and 1 more round level, so when you consider the fact that they were looking at a 4-1 down situation, this is really good for them. So now, again, we're back on board with Bulldog, and they're again looking to put the bomb down at A, but they're so cautious with it. They do not want to give anything away, and surely Kalicious is not going to check that again.
Yeah, the shoulder peek there from Kalicious, just a way of checking if Hallie is there or watching the other side of the map. Maybe Hallie might hit that shot, but the odds are if you shoulder peek it quick enough, Hallie's not going to react that fast. But Johnny W does, on the other hand, as he takes down Keza in this main hall.
Yeah, and the bomb down now for Bulldog. Kalicious has put it down, 3 versus 4 situation. This is what we saw last time from Cryptick. They put the bomb down. They were better off. Now let's see whether or not Bulldog can do the same thing. Genesis has picked up 3, a little bit manageable, but Iviano in the 2 versus 3, they just need to hold off to make sure this bomb goes off. Right now, though, not looking manageable. Hallie trades it out. Iviano now in a 2 situation. All he needs to do is make sure this bomb doesn't get defused, and he's going to get the pick. Should get away with the kill as well. Surely he will not give Disarray the kill. It's not going to happen. Iviano could actually get the kill as well. No,
Iviano, no!
Surely not.
That's unacceptable, dude. That is disgusting. He has just completely sent Disarray for a loop and played him for time. That is filthy. That is absolutely filthy. He has sent him for a loop. He has sent him all the way around the mulberry bush, and he has put him straight back into touch. 4-4 now. Iviano coming up huge with that 1-on-2 clutch.
That is some shooting. That is a shooting stars meme where they play. But there we go. Hallie back into does not see Genesis pushing up the B bomb site. So if they do elect to go for all the B bomb site, they will run right into Genesis and right into the hands of Bulldog. It is 4-4 now, and we consider how good a position Cryptick were in earlier on. They're looking a bit shaky now, and again, I think it's because Bulldog have finally found their feet in this one, saying that Kalicious has fallen, and that is going to be Johnny W with that kill.
Saying that again though, last round Johnny W did find 2 opening picks, and it still didn't stop Iviano Genesis from bringing that one back, I believe it was. Might have been Kalicious instead, actually. But Johnny W again finding all the opening picks for Cryptick right now. Can he find a third? He's going to be able to, and that's going to be the round. That is a fantastically played round from Johnny W. He has just single-handedly won his team that round with a 3-piece in the round. Nice 3 kills, followed up by his other teammate on the other side of the map. And the body just goes AWOL there, straight into the wall. That was a weird, might have just been my camera angle. But anyway, that's going to make it 5-4. This is looking interesting now. If Cryptick can pick up just one more round, then they obviously take the game, and it becomes a 2-0 series lead. But if Bulldog take it, then we're straight back in this. We've got a series on our hands, Brody. It's going to become a 1-1, and then we don't know where that can go. We can be here the rest of the night. We got another hard point and a CTF to come after that, but potentially. And both of those could go the way of Bulldog, and it could be a nice little reverse sweep, or it could be going the way of Cryptick. But either way, Kalicious is going to start the round off here, throwing a nade over towards Gizmo. Gizmo's not going to have much response to it, but at least he has the information that Kalicious is there. He's going to go for a shoulder peek, bait out a shot, and Johnny W again is going to find an opening pick, but Iviano is going to trade that one back onto Halley.
Yeah, so 3 versus 3 situation here. Iviano. They can just have Iviano overwatch onto the bomb. However, he has left it, and now Genesis is going to put the bomb down without any cover from his teammates. And Iviano finally looking over to peek. 3 versus 3 means that there isn't as many positions to watch here for both teams. The bomb is down. Let's see what Cryptick do here on the retake. And elsewhere, Gizmo actually could get a kill here on Iviano. Not going to happen. He's going to get that kill, so the situation a little bit harder. Johnny W trades it out though, so now him and Disarray in the 2 versus 2. Disarray gets another one as well now, so Genesis in the 1 versus 2 situation just going to run away. Just want to make sure that that bomb does not get defused. Surely he can do this, and actually
he's not going to go and check it.
This bomb might get defused.
Oh,
no.
It's a big clutch from Genesis there, and I think he's got it. This round is done. Disarray has basically got a hop straight on it in order for this to go around. Genesis has got to go check it, surely.
Oh.
Yeah. Genesis checks it. We're going around 11, boys. We knew this was going to be a close one. This is what we sort of want from Search and Destroy. These tight nail-biting games are what we live for here in Call of Duty. This is the pinnacle of it. European amateur Call of Duty right here. Bulldog versus Cryptick. 2 of the best youth teams, 2 of the best online teams, sorry, going head-to-head here in the finals of this eSports Universe official 4v4 variant £150 tournament. This is going to be a nail-biter now for this round 11. Let's see who's going to have any of the snipers. Who's got the balls to bring them out? It's Iviano. Has Halley? Halley has as well. We're in for a treat here, Brody.
And I don't think Halley's going to spot anyone just yet from that position. He's waiting. Doesn't see anyone. To the people on site, they know it is there for. Oh, and Iviano on the other side is in mid with a sniper. An interesting play, one that could see them being punished here. Iviano's about to run past Disarray.
Is he going to check
it? No, he's going to check it!
Oh, beautiful! Iviano just kind of must have the information that Disarray is there. That is such an off-angle play. And Genesis is going to find a kill on Johnny W as well. This is Bulldogs to lose now. Halley is here, and he has to go clutch. This has to be a shot from Halley, and he's whiffed it. He's whiffed the first one, and Gizmo's going to go charging in. He's on a 1 versus 2 situation. He can't do anything with it. It's Halley left 1 versus 4. He's missing all the shots. And Bulldog have pulled it back for a round 11 clutch. Iviano goes absolutely massive in game 2 with that wonderful 1 versus 2 clutch and a massive performance in that final round 11. That is disgusting from Iviano.
Not a nice end there for Halley. Does get sniped, and it's going to be a 6-5 victory for Bulldog. So 1-1 in the series now is this game. Now, interesting to note, and probably not good for our sleeping schedules, but the last time this match happened, it was in the G League, the first match of the season, the opening match, and it went 3-2.
Jesus, okay.
All the way to game 5, around 10, I believe.
Damn, okay. So we've got a long series ahead of us by the looks of things. We're going to be hopping into CTF shortly. I believe we're going to change host again, so I might try and keep the podcast the same.
Oh yeah, I've got that as well for once.
This is rough, guys. We've got the battle spec glitch where we can't join from the player's first person perspective, which
do you want to solo cast this one? Can I really be
Can you really be honest? Come on, we can do it. We can do it together. So that's going to be Disarray immediately throwing a nade up to the first one. You see here from this upper view that Gizmo is going to be in a gunfight. I don't know with quite who that is. It's Keza. This is 4 dead already. We're going straight for the cap. We're going for the flag, and we're going to try and put it out. Let's look for the spawn, though. One person spawned at the back of the base from the Bulldog side of things. That's going to be Killicious, and he's going to get taken down by Disarray. The spawns have come on this dock side. They've split spawned. Bulldog have split spawned onto the dock side and everything. This isn't going to get out, surely. Johnny W has to get this one through, but the split spawn may be the thing to stop him and may be the thing to save Bulldog. Because if you look, he's going to be chased. He's going to be chased all the way down this dock side right now by some of the Bulldog players, and he's going to be kind of caught in. Iviano and company are closing in on his position, but he's got a teammate in support, and this one should now be home free.
Yeah, this is going to be a flag capture for Johnny W here. We're playing Call of Duty Chinatown Wars once more. And Alex Halley on, well, kind of on your screens. He's going to be pushing mid-map, going to get taken down by the boy Keza KB himself. Johnny W on mid-steps here, looking to pick up some kills. They do have an advanced guard player, I believe, all the way up. I can't actually tell you who it is. It was going to be Gizmo, but Gizmo is now dead. So never mind about that. And it should be actually Bulldog now starting to push up Iviano and Genesis. Genesis is dead, so now it's just Iviano pushing fire. That's all I've got. I can't get much from this. I'm not gonna lie.
I can't get much from this either. It's just literally specking play-by-play. So Johnny W and company playing a bit of base defense here. They see that the pressure's coming in from Bulldog. First bit of pressure from Bulldog throughout this game. It's going to be Keza down low on the stairs. They're picking up a kill. He's going to find a 2-piece onto Alex and Gizmo. He's going to finally come up. Maybe that's 3. Make it 4. Not going to happen. Disarray's got the shutdown, but Iviano has made it out with a flag, and nothing is going to stop him. I'm afraid that is 1-1. Oh, it's such a good CTF as well, and we can't see any of it.
So it's kind of sad, isn't it? You don't get to see it anywhere near.
Hopefully it sorts itself out at the half time, right?
This is just, I love this. This is like watching
Hotline Miami or something like that, dude.
I was thinking like, you know, in Dead Ops Arcade.
Press the VQ button. What the hell's the VQ button?
VQ button? I don't even know what VQ button is.
What's the VQ button?
I'm looking.
Trying to figure out what the VQ button is.
Why are you watching from a satellite? Because Sledgehammer can't fix their own game.
Yeah, this is an issue with Sledgehammer. The Codcaster sometimes breaks, and we can't select the well, what's it called? I'll show you what it's called. We can't select the battle cam. We're in the battle cam currently, and we can't select the first person view, which is what sucks about this thing right now. Anyway, we have Johnny W going to be running up this right side. Genesis has also got a flag pull as well.
Oh yeah, do you want to, wait, I was going to say, do you want to get?
Do I want to what? Get on Genesis.
We can't do it anymore because
this is just broken. Oh, can we get a full screen map? Nah, nothing. Okay, so Johnny W and Genesis is going to be sat here on a stalemate on this terrible, terrible camera angle. Genesis just going to be sitting in the back of his base. He's completely unprotected by any of his teammates. They're all going aggressive to try and get this flag stopped and to try and get it in. Kez is going to find 1 kill, and behind is going to be Killicious as well, so he's going to find some shots on towards Johnny W with the flag, but it's not going to be the case. Johnny W is going to shut him down, and Keza is going to be the last man to try and put some pressure on towards Johnny W with this flag, which he is going to successfully do, but Johnny W is going to stay alive just for now, playing it towards this docks area, and Keza is going to get taken down by Disarray, so the pressure has been alleviated from the Cryptick base.
Yeah, look how quickly Johnny W scrambled back to his teammates. And just came right back to the tower, and here comes the streak. Seeing this from top view is going to be weird. Oh, no, didn't even see it. Never mind. Genesis, though, elsewhere, still has the flag in the back of the base. We can't actually see where he is right now, because it looks like he's under a bridge. Technically speaking, is, but God, battle cam is weird.
It is
it's so weird.
I don't know why this was added to the game.
Nobody uses it. We don't use it.
No, certainly
not. I've never used battle cam in a codcasting.
I don't think
I not once saw it at Dallas.
No, I'm definitely not going to see it in New Orleans or anything like that.
Exactly. It just is not useful. It is not. I'm sorry. It's like it's a gimmick. It's a rubbish gimmick, which is just stupid. And I hate the fact that we start off in battle
cam and then you can't switch down in some situations. It's so rough.
It's ridiculous.
Anyway, that is going to be Johnny W going down with the flag, though. So that is a flag capture for Genesis. The stalemate has paid off in their favour. Eventually, it's taken such a long time. And finally, we're going to get to the half here. We might be able to resolve this stupid problem. As Cryptick not having the best first half. It's all been Bulldog, really. They've kind of got the first flag capture and all this kind of stuff straight back out there. And it's going to be 2-1 in favour of Bulldog at the half time.
Yeah. Believe it or not, it is actually Bulldog in the lead right now. Oh, here we go. Oh, we're talking about first person. I didn't think we were playing a first person shooter.
I know, I thought we were playing Hotline Miami for a second, you know?
Nice. Right, 2-piece as well before falling. Is that really what this game's come down to? A 2-piece best kill?
Come on. Allow us in. Yeah! Okay.
Nice.
At least we're going to get the second half, hey people? So, we're going to hop on board with Johnny W off the start, because he's got streaks. Let's see who else has got streaks.
I think Genesis has streaks.
Genesis does have streaks from the flag capture, and also Iviano has a fighter pilot.
Okay.
So that's a quick overview of who's got streaks and who hasn't, but it's going to be Disarray here. He's going to play some base defense, and he's going to do exactly that. That is a beautiful 2-piece from him as he takes down half the Bulldog roster. The remainder of the Bulldog roster is in the form of Kalicious, and he's just going to be sitting there over on that right side on that warehouse. Not going to find anything more, but he is going to do enough just to stop the pressure mainly from the Cryptick roster, as the Bulldog guys are just alleviating all that pressure that's currently being applied to them and reapplying it back on to the Cryptick side. However, half that roster is going to fall as well. So we're back to even Stevens. Map positioning is now what is being fought for, and Alex Halley is just going to be struggling against Genesis here to try and finish this kill, but Johnny W is going to come round and help him out. So that is a beautiful call for help there, and Johnny W is here. Not going to be able to get anything though, because Keza is being challenging and irritating, as Gizmo does manage to find the kill on Keza.
Yeah, Kalicious left up now, and teammates starting to spawn around him, but not be the equaliser from Cryptick. It would appear so. One player left up is going to be Kalicious. He's going to be the only one to get this, and the fighter pilot from Johnny W. But I feel as if Gizmo has this in. No one's going to stop him. That's going to be 2-2, just like that. Gizmo slips away, puts the flag in, and there we have an equal game. All even Stevens now, and Cryptick looking to put another one in. However, they have to still deal with the offense here from Bulldog, and the streaks here being used. Genesis, I feel they're using that a bit of a waste, I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, no one's really in a position to make any flag captures happen. Maybe there was a bit of pressure coming in from Cryptick that they weren't prepared for. They thought they might have to burn the streak on, but as a result of it, they do manage to get Iviano into a flag capturing position, and there's no one from the side of Cryptick who is in a position to stop it. So this looks to be 3-2. Iviano has pulled this one perfectly out the bag, with the flamethrower sitting in the back of the base as well. All you have to do is find one kill, and that is it. Iviano putting in the third one and making it 3-2 for Bulldog.
Yeah, so Bulldog here just stretching the necks out in the... And Iviano there, you saw it, snapped onto a player. Halley though right now is pushing through Main Street and having, I guess, not a good game so far actually for him. I mean, normally we see fully off right now, 9-12. It's not very good. Johnny W as well, despite having the fighter pilot, which I'm very confused as to why he didn't use when that flag was out. Despite having it, right now, it is just not having a good game. 9-11 again. I don't think any of these Cryptick players really are having a game, and I think that really is showing. They're not having that player going off, which normally they have. Yeah. I think they're kind of struggling for that. Yeah,
that star power is just seeming to be a little bit lacking here, but on the other side of things, we've got Iviano at 17 and 13, and Keza at 15 and 11, so plenty of star power shining through on that side. Disarray is the only man really doing that for his team right now, but the fighter pilot is coming in from Johnny W. Iviano should have seen Genesis just there, and has done, so he's going to save his teammate's life, and also has an opportunity to get Keza in the back here as well. Keza's not going to present that opportunity for too long though, because Kalicious is there and he's just baited his teammate completely into it. That is perfect play from Keza and Kalicious there.
Why? That is such a waste from Johnny W.
I know.
You know, what, he had the opportunity earlier to use the Bulldog, and now they go for an offensive push. He decides to use it when he is literally the only player there. That is possibly the most ridiculous use of a pilot I've ever seen. However, I don't know. Can we get some veteran bots in here, please?
Oh, I know, but Disarray, though, doing a slightly better job than his teammates and potentially going to be working towards some streaks. He's only on a one streak, though. Hasn't managed to actually build a streak, even though being the most positive player on his team right now. Everyone else on his team is negative, so Bulldog really showing how they are slaying a little bit too hard on this one. Kalicious, though, somehow still struggling, and Genesis only just negative as well. So it is all coming from Iviano and Keza, both +5 right now. Disarray is doing his best to pop his team in the backpack and carry them to the victory here. The thing is, though, it's all good putting your team in your backpack, but you know what you need to have in your backpack at this point? The flag. To get it into your base, to bring this score even right now, and it's not happening. He's got to find this kill on Genesis, and he has to make it happen soon, but Genesis just strafes back in, not ready for the line of shot, and it's a beautiful kill from Halley as well, to try and keep this pressure on.
Come on. And it's so harsh looking at it, but the 23, the flag gets returned for Johnny W. I didn't even realize. But I mean, right now, all Bulldog can do really is just push anything. Johnny W here, one more kill to make. They just need to tap the flag here. Just get it away. Make sure that you actually have it, because if you do not get the flag, you are not going to push overtime. 4 seconds remaining. Someone needs to tap it. Hallie taps it. One more kill to make.
Hallie's got it. Hallie's got
Surely
this out.
not.
If he gets this one kill, he's got to stay alive. He's got to stay alive. No way. Hallie, no, it's not going to happen. It's not to be. It was a valiant effort from Hallie there to bring it into Cryptick's favour towards the end, but that is it. That is going to be 3-2. Again, Bulldog just clutching out when it matters the most and just keeping it just alive for just a second longer. And Bulldog just about, again, edging out Cryptick in this CTF on London Docks. That is going to be 2-1 now in favour of Bulldog. They lost the first game really convincingly, but Cryptick have come back, Bulldog have come back, they've bounced back, and they've shown why they're one of the top teams in this community and why they're fighting for that #1 spot in the power rankings.
You stream's got to watch that.
This is awful.
It's alright, it happens to the best of us.
I can't believe this.
I can't believe you got it and I didn't. Well, yeah, I am saying that. I don't understand that. That doesn't happen. Normally, if one person gets it, the other person gets it.
Yeah, this is weird.
Alright, regardless. Disarray starts off with a team kill. Not the best start to a game, which you need to win.
This
sucks. Remember, guys, £150 on the line. So, a lot of money there. You can do a lot of money, a lot with 150 as a student, so I'm envious.
Most certainly.
Most certainly. But Bulldog right now, they have control of spawns. Good position for them right now. They're going to be happy with this start, and that lead is only growing right off the bat here. Keza continuing to do so, and one player inside the hill, surely going to get killed. No, Gizmo is staying strong. Never mind though, it's going to be Cryptick gaining the remainder of that time. That's going to help them here, because not only do they need that remainder, they also set up from Bulldog. That's a good start from Gizmo, going to get shot in the back though, surely. And here we see Disarray trying to get some kills. It's not going to happen. Bulldog taking out Cryptick there.
Yeah, looking to be a good start for Cryptick. For Bulldog. I've got the team names wrong way around. Looking to be a good start for Bulldog, as they are up, doubling the point score of Cryptick so far in this game. Iviano not having a barnstorm of a game so far. No one really turning up like a house on fire for Cryptick or Bulldog so far. So looking to be a pretty mediocre and just slow plummeting game for now. But Cryptick are inside the hard point, and that is a 3 dead for them. That is exactly what they've been looking for, and they need these kills now. The winery lot is in their control, but there is pressure coming in. I don't know who that's from. I think it's from Genesis. No, it's from Iviano, who's sitting on that winery lot door, and he's going to find the kill as well, so they have an avenue into the site, but it's not going to be enough as Hallie cleans up the remainder of that scrap time, and the rotation starts to come in as Genesis and co are already in the new hard point. That is going to be Kalicious inside of it, and he is just looking for blood. The pressure is coming from Cryptick from the front though, and that is going to be a nice gunfight won by Disarray, killing his teammate after he gets the kill, and that is a blunder. That is a blunder that is going to cost Cryptick as they move on to this hard point, as they all spawn out. Now they have to go through the middle of the hard points, middle of the parking lot and everything like that. So the pinch is coming in, and it is high pressure, high risk, high reward, as Genesis proves to the point that he is actually going to be good in hard point and is good at respawn, as Keza as well combines with his teammates to pull them out of their misery and lock them out of this hill.
Yeah, Kalicious here, sitting inside the hill. I believe it is Kalicious. I know it's because Clockhouse is messing up. Disarray outside the hill now. Pushing in, and now Iviano going to try back. No, not going to happen. I don't believe Cryptick can gain control of this game from this hill. And now Disarray and co just trying to close out that time. Yeah, they are going to get this remaining 12 seconds again, though. It's not going to put them in the lead. So Bulldog will hold on, even though the rest of that time it's going to be moving up. And now we're moving on to the next hill in in lookout post, sorry. And Johnny W, I believe, is going to be on there already.
Yeah, and look at that. Johnny W looking to try and break the hard point already, but it's going to be Genesis just going to put that one home dry for a moment as Keza and his team just slay out and just make sure that Cryptick roster can't advance further on their position. If they do, then it's going to leave them vulnerable. And look at that again, Keza and Kalicious in the mid-streak. Kalicious picking up 2 and Keza making it the 3rd as well. So that is another reset. And this is what Bulldog are doing so well. They're pushing out the cuts and making sure that Cryptick are spawning further and further and further away, making it they can't get to the hard point. And as you see, when they get to the hard point, they're met by Iviano and Genesis, who are just making sure that there is no hope in terms of getting close. And as I say that, it's Alex Halley going for the scrap time, but it's not going to be enough. Again, as you say, the scrap time isn't going to push them over the limit. It isn't going to push them into the lead like we've been seeing from Bulldog. They've just had control of this game early, and Gizmo has not found the impact that he's wanting, especially not Johnny W and Disarray. Look at them, 4 and 11 and 6 and 11, not the impact that they want to be having. Halley and Gizmo doing okay, but Genesis and co on the other side, on the Bulldog side of things, are making this game far more interesting.
Yeah, now, of course, we are going to see the Hill in control for actually no one right now. It's very contested. And whoever this is on my screen right now, podcast is messing up. Genesis, though, coming around for 2 from behind. One more player to get is going to be Johnny W, and Gizmo, actually. Gizmo is going to fall, so there we go. Bulldog getting some time now. Their lead is very... They will get the remainder of this time as well, all 20 seconds. However, here we have a complete swap around of the roles from last time. Role reversal, if you will. 20 seconds of that scrap time is going to go to Bulldog. They have the spawns, however, Cryptick, so let's see what they can do.
Yeah, it's not looking good here though. If you're Cryptick, you're down 40 nearly now, and the gap is just widening. You need to hold this winery lot for an extended period of time, but with Johnny W double negative, a Disarray nearly at the same scoreline, it's looking to be quite difficult, whereas everyone on Bulldog is positive and slaying like there's no tomorrow. They really want this W, and they can taste it now after having such a good comeback in that first initial game. Johnny W is going to be feeling the pressure inside the winery lot as his teammate Alex falls, and he's going to have to push through now and find some serious kills as Disarray gives him a hand. As he pushes in, finds the kill, but Halley's grenade's not going to be the one to get it. Instead, Genesis is trading outside the hill, and Gizmo is the man on the mission who gets taken up by Iviano. So trading inside of the hill is an important feature there, as Halley picks up a nasty 2-piece by that van and manages to secure the remainder of that time. So that was a much better hold from Cryptick. They managed to get some time into that one, and they also are posturing for the rotation quite nicely, and they might get there in time actually. As Kalicious, though, he's going to say, nah, this is my house, this is my party, and this is my spawn in the parking lot. So he's going to go and get that time and soak up the start of that. So that is huge from Kalicious. It was looking good for Cryptick for a moment there, but Kalicious just makes sure they're not getting too big for their boots, and he puts them back in their place where they belong.
Yeah, Gizmo with 2 great opening kills. Johnny W now is on the screen, and there's the break from Gizmo. So, good break there from Cryptick. They get the remainder of this. They'll take from Bulldog. They need to get these kills though, and here's the opening gunfight for Johnny W. It's not going to matter. 1 player left up. Who is in Hill? Not even going to matter. Falls, and now Bulldog can get the remainder of that time. So they'll reach about 180 points before we go into the next hill. Cryptick here, if you're them, you just got to go for the next hill. You cannot push for the remainder of the scrap time. Just go for the next hill, set up well, and you can get a good chunk of time. I think that's what Cryptick have been missing so far in this game. They've just not managed to get a good chunk of time and hold on to a hill. Let's see if they can do that on Lookout.
Yeah, Gizmo is going to be the man initially inside of it, but he's just going to fall Genesis. There's nothing he can do. Kalicious is there as well. His teammates haven't got a good setup around it, and that is just going to be the end of that for him. The hard point was in their control for maybe 3 or 4 seconds, and now it's Bulldog running away with it. Keza inside the hard point, just going to sit there and wait for the pressure from Cryptick. He's going to get up. He's going to fall, though, as Johnny W and the rest of the squad come in and claim a bit of control for once. They're finally coming back into this now. This is a good setup, but it's immediately going to be hampered by Kalicious, but Disarray inside the hard point has that assault rifle. He's coming around the back now, and Halley with his teammates is going to find some more pressure in the form of Genesis and Keza, but they're not going to be able to sustain it. Genesis and Keza come straight round and can't put way too much pressure on for this Cryptick side to maintain. The gap now nearly at 40 to 50 points. It's expanding rapidly, and there's nothing that Cryptick can seem to do about it. They have no reply, Brody.
Yeah, Bulldog's starting to get a bit of a grip on this game. champions, and Cryptick Gaming will have to settle for second. That's not something that Johnny W will be happy with, I'll tell you that much. So this whole team right now, they need to start pulling something off, and Disarray is up top in a good position. Halley gets to inside the hill. One more player left to get. It's going to be Keza. Keza needs to just sit here. They do not... I don't know why he challenged that. I'm not going to lie. No. Challenges the kill, gives Cryptick the time, and now they can start to get some time here. They still need to wipe Bulldog from the hill, though. They're like a germ.
It's not an easy task, is it, to wipe Bulldog away from the hill? There's plenty of pressure being applied from it for both sides, and it's just a stalemate. It's a contest fest right now. Gizmo is going to kill Halley with a team. Oh my god, Gizmo has just ruined his team, and has just wrecked his team straight out the hard point. You know what? If Bulldog can't do it, why don't you just give him a hand? Why don't you take down 2 of your teammates at once? Gizmo, that's not ideal. And that has given Cryptick now... Basically, they're within 15. They're within 14 now. 13 of closing this game out. Bulldog are running away with this, and Cryptick don't seem to have a response at all. We've highlighted it already. Disarray and Johnny having a pretty rough game, and it's only going to get worse for them from this point by the looks of things. Gizmo is the last hope. He's sitting inside the hill, and he is waiting for the pressure to come in. He's going to hold the pressure against Keza, but he's not going to hold it against Iviano, and I believe that's going to be good games. Good night.
Oh, wow.
Thank you for playing, even though there's plenty of grenades coming in from Halley, and they spawned ages away is where they're spawning. Both teams spawning out miles here, and that one gunfight's going to decide it all, and Iviano on Keza. That is not good. Iviano now needs to go clutch if he wants this to hold, and he is. It's going to go clutch, and that's going to be the game if they can just hold off this last push, which they do. So congratulations to Bulldog Gaming. Bulldog Esports, you are the champions of the esports universe. 4v4, £150 payout, free entry tournament this Friday, and it has been a pleasure. You have played fantastically, and Cryptick have fought valiantly, but Bulldog have overwhelmed them here in the grand finals with a comeback after losing the first hardpoint rather convincingly. The last 2 games have been incredibly tight, but that one, Bulldog were in control the whole time.